All right, welcome everybody. We're live streaming from Stewart Holmes Arena. Just an FYI, the cell phone reception here is very poor. If it cuts out, I'll try to give another go, but it may be one of those things where I post the video, the high resolution video, up onto the channel after the game. So fingers crossed we can the winds are blowing in the right direction. The 3-minute countdown has commenced. The Wings are currently 7-6 after the loss on Tuesday night against the Nepean Raiders. The Romans, I understand, are a little bit better score-wise, but should be a good game nonetheless. Also understand that I understand that there's some Americans that watch this live stream. So to American family members, I want to wish you guys a happy U.S. Thanksgiving. Thank you for taking time away from eating turkey and watching football to watching a hockey game on the outskirts of Canada's nation's capital. Roster-wise, number 34, Noah McIver, is back in the lineup. And according to Team Snap, 28 Vanderbile was going to be absent for today. So I'm not seeing 28 on the ice. So I assume Team Snap was correct. $15 minutes up on the clock, first period. Murphy, Hall, and Jackson are going to be our starting forwards. Kirk and Novak are starting defensemen. Let's get this game on the go. Face-off is won by Osgoode, but poked through by Owen Hall to get the possession of the puck. So the puck's in Osgoode's end. Owen Hall does the backhanded pass there. Turned over to the Romans, but then Hall gets it, takes a shot, and a little bobbling of the puck there by the Romans goalie, but he managed to stop it. Face off won by Perth. Ryu keeps it in, shoots it down. Mannion's in there now. Mannion loses the puck, but he's still going to go after it. Osgoode gets it out of their end, but it's picked up by Mahal. Mahal's trying to get his stick on it, but falls over, and I got to move the camera, my bad. Osgoode keeps it in, takes a shot, and up and wide. Perth brings it out. Tries to anyways. Now they do. Romans are doing a good job keeping it in. Comes out front, and Mannion does a light little chip down into their end while Perth goes on a line change. Turned over by the Romans into the neutral zone. Romans pass it up, and some shot from behind the net there, but off a skate. Battle there and behind the net. Out front, and out. Our goalie is able to get it. So Alex Getty is our goalie for this evening. He made a short appearance in Tuesday night's game, but otherwise that game was handled by Jaden. So Alex has this game. Face off, won by Perth. Battling down there in the corner. Perth brings it out, flips it up from McIver. McIver takes a shot, and just wide, through the crease. Chase Matthews is going in there. Chase Matthews has the puck. Battling with the Romans player there. Romans were able to get it out. Chase Matthews now has it, shoots off the goalie into the corner. But Jackson now has the puck. Passes it over to McIver. McIver shoves it back and out of the zone, so Perth has to regroup. Kirk has the puck behind over to Novak. Romans try centering it, but through the skates of the Romans player. Owen Hall now has it. Owen Hall sets it up, dumps it in. Noah McIver, 34, giving chase. But not able to catch up, so Romans bring it out. Mannion now has it. Oh. Romans dump it in. Kept in. Ryu's going in there. Battling that Roman player for the puck. Mannion flips it up over to Murphy. Murphy's bringing it in. Tries to get around the Romans player, but he's not letting him do it. Puck comes loose. Mannion does a little chip shot, and it goes over the Romans goalie. .21 left in the first period. Face off, won by Perth. Back to Pundick, who flips it over to McGregor. He tried to take a shot, but couldn't. Wallace giving chase. Roman's able to get it out. Kind of floats into the neutral zone, into the stick of a Romans player. Comes loose right in front of goalie. And squares it up, but into the chest protector of Alex. Face off in between the linesman's legs. Puck is played by Perth. Jackson there kind of turns it around. My apologies. 28 Vanderbilt is on the ice, so I believe that we have a full roster tonight, as I see him on the ice. Here comes Jackson. Jackson through. Dumps it in. Secondly is the closest one, but he's setting back. Oh! Puck kind of came loose. Dowdle tried to get in there. Jackson's able to keep it in, but it comes out. So over to Seckley now. I think there's gonna. Oh! It was sitting, deflected off of the goalie, kind of sat there in the crease. That's offside. And Steckley brings it offsides. There's some good pressure you put on these Romans by the wings. Several scoring opportunities. But as they say in hockey, the bounces just aren't going our way. Mannion wins it. Back to Pundit. Pundit flips it up to McIver. McIver dumps it in. Mannion and Matthews are going in. Reflected in, but turned over to the Romans. McIver's going into the corner. Braces for impact. Gets the puck. Guys tying him up out front. Matthews couldn't get a stick on it. Now here comes the Romans. Flicks it off the boards. Pundit flicks it back. It turns it over to the Roman player, who dumps it back to another player off of the post. Now it's the Romans' turn to put some pressure on. Oh. Romans passes it back to the defenseman, slides it through, managed to keep that puck out. Romans still have it. Up to McIver. McIver goes in. Line change for Perth though. And Noah gets taken out by the Romans player, and that's going to be a penalty. The arm went up right away. Boarding is the call. I would say that'd be a 5-minute major and a 2-game suspension for that player, but it's probably just going to be a 2-minute minor. Yep, 2-minute minor. So, good thing is that McIver's back to the bench, and Kirk goes on a power play. Kirk gets it. Kirk tries to shovel it up there to Paul. Paul's trying to do something with it, but gets it loose. Murphy now has it. Murphy's looking for someone to pass it to. Murphy back to a player, over to Kirk. Christie has it. Battling back. Passes back to Kirk, who can't keep it in. So Perth has to vacate the zone, turns it over to Osgoode. Osgoode tries to clear it, but it kind of gets off the glass. Here comes Hall. Hall's trying to do something, but his stick is caught up. Murphy now coming in. Flicks into the corner. Hall's turned around. Hall's looking for a player to pass it to. Back to Christie. Christie flicks it over to Hall, but it's off the Roman player's stick. Gotta do something with the boys. Back to Kirk. Kirk shoots it. Backhand pass. Oh, just wide. Christie has it. Christie kind of loses his balance, but he passes it back. Over to Kirk. Kirk shoots it into the body. Ricochets off. No. Just off of the good save by Alex. 7:14 left in the first period. 31 seconds left in the penalty. Paul dumps it in. The line change is coming in now. Picked up by Ryu. Ryu passes it back, but Romans players giving chase. Here's Mahal now. Mahal's looking for the open pass. Jackson's bringing it in. Jackson backhands it. Scores! With 10 seconds left in the power play, 32 Jackson does a sweet backhanded shot, goes up and over the shoulder to make it 1-0 Wings. So Jackson and Mahon are starting forwards. Face off won by Perth. Jackson again brings it in. Backhands it. It squares up right into the pads of the goalie. 6:39 left in the first period. Face off. Picked up by the Romans. Dump it around the goal, behind the goal. Picked up by Pundit. Pundit takes a little hit there. He goes down, but Steph was able to keep it in. Playing back, puck comes loose and played by Alex, but given chase by the Romans. Number 11, I remember him from Lanark, our first game. That kid's a fast kid. Perth not able to get it out of the end. Moments now, bring it back in. Number 11 goes around and glove save by Alex. Face off, won by the Romans, who dump it back in. But Perth retrieves it, tries to bank it up. They're not able to clear it. Puck is up in the air, falls down, but now they get it, picked up. McIver not able to get it. And now we dump it down, and that's icing. So puck comes all the way back. Face off, I think won by the Romans. Obviously they have the puck. Try to dump it back around. Off the boards, up to one of the defensemen, but intercepted by Murphy. Murphy's trying to do something with it, but it gets turned over. Murphy's still giving chase. It turned over to the Romans. 16's going in, but off of the body of Perth. Murphy now. And Kirk trying to do something with it. Romans tries centering it, but picked up by Kirk, who gets it out of the zone. Murphy now is going in there. 4:27 left in the first period. Kirk has it. Murphy dumps it behind him, but there's nothing there. But now there is. Hall has it. Hall to Ryu. Ryu off the skate of a Roman player. Mahomes doing his best to try to keep it in. And they dump it down, but icing's waved off. Matthews to Mannion. Roman player comes in. Whips it, turns over to Mahal. Mahal's now going in there. And he gets turned around by the Roman player. Wall now has the puck. Wall passes it back. Flips. Yeah! The Roman's goalie couldn't get his glove on it. Came loose or remained loose. And we pushed it in the back of the net, so it's 2-0. Perth Lanark Wings with 3:39 left in the first period. Remember, the first time the Wings played the Romans won 3-0. So certainly the Wings are looking to get some revenge against that. Mannion now. So Mahal is in the corner there. Puck comes loose. Can McGregor keep the puck in? He's not able to. Picked up by Mannion. He dumps it back in. They go on the line change. Pundick now setting himself up, but it's forwards now. Less than 3 minutes left in the game. Pundick now has it. Puck's just kind of floating around that blue line. Recovered by the Romans. He does a late shot, but now McGregor has it. and the Roman player flicks it out of play. So 2:34 left in the first period. Wings are up 2-0. Face off won by the Romans. Sent into the offensive end by Kirk, but now it comes out. I think it's McCourt for the Romans. Was bringing it in, but couldn't do anything with it, so he turns around and sends it back. Now Romans are regrouping. Jackson is in there, back to Novak. He takes a shot, but it's just wide. Puck recovered by Murphy. 22 Matthews goes in. But Romans flicks it up. Now bringing it through the neutral zone. Kirk kind of tied the Roman player up. Novak now goes in. And puck comes loose. Minute 34 left in the first period. Roman player takes a big shot. Rebound goes wide, back to the same player. Up to Matthews, who can't clear it. Now he's able to get it out. Romans have to clear. They dump it back in. Hall. No, that's not Hall, it's Kirk. Gets the puck. Jackson now. Has it. Mannion's fighting. Minute left in the first period. Hall gets the puck. Romans try to dump it up against the boards. Bounces around. Picked up by Ryu. Ryu can't get his stick on. There's a scramble there. In the boards. Recovered by the Romans. He takes a shot, but it's a weak shot, but 30 seconds left. Mannion gets it. McIver, nope, that's Murphy. Murphy takes a shot, recovered by Mannion. Now it's Hall, puck comes loose. 14 seconds left in the first period. Here's the Romans. He stops at the blue line and does something with it. Flicks it up. 2 seconds left, and that'll be the end of the first period. So after one, it's 2-0 Wings over the Romans. Mahon and Christie, I believe, are forwards for this, and Pundick and McGregor are starting D. 15 minutes left, start on the clock. Face-off won by Perth. McGregor's now bringing it around. Passes up to Mahon, but Mahon was tied up. Pundick now. Romans tries centering it, but turns it over. Here's Christie up to Mahon. Mahon's trying to get past. And he does. Over to Wah. Oh, couldn't get his stick on it. Play kept in by Mahon. Christie's going in there. Romans dumping around the corner. They're playing back. I think they're catching Perth on the line change. Romans try sending a guy through the neutral zone to a high pass, but didn't work. McGregor now has the puck. Was trying to get it out, but couldn't. Pundick now has the puck up to Mahal. Back to Pundick. Turns over to the Romans. McGregor. Romans still have it. Tries to center it. No, sorry, I thought he was going to center it, but he didn't. Now he does. And trickles in. Roman player hit the side of the post. And it managed to squeak past Alex. So 13:37 left in the second period. Romans are on the board, 2-1. So Vanderbilt, Jackson, and Steckley are on the ice now. Face off won by the Romans. We dump it in. Jackson's giving chase up to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt now has it. He's trying to bring it out, but he's tied up with a couple of Romans players there. He gets the puck. Oh! Vanderbilt got tripped. Now Steckley has the puck. Steckley over, tries centering it for Jackson, but couldn't. Now Kirk kind of flicks it in. Jackson and Vanderbilt there. Vanderbilt back to Novak. Novak takes a shot. Oh! Wide. Puck picked up. Turns over to the Romans. But now turned over to Perth. There's Vanderbilt. Turns it over. And this guy, Romans had a guy coming off the bench. It was well placed to possibly do something with that, but puck goes into Perth's end. Here comes Jackson. Jackson brings it in, flicks it towards the net, over to McIver, shoots it, and Matthews overran it. Now here comes one-on-one. Ryu manages to stop the tip and take a shot, and now he sets up. Here's back to the D guy. Puck over there, up against the boards. Ryu now has the puck. He flicks it around the boards, but into the stick of the Romans. Mannion now comes in. Put some pressure on there. Mannion now has it. He flicks it up and waves it off. McIver's giving chase. Matthews tries to kind of do a little pass to McIver, but it went a little bit wide. Now the Romans dump it back. Dowdle turns it over to the Romans, takes a shot. And stopped by Alex. Face off won by the Romans. Quick shot, hits the boards. McGregor now shovels it out of their end and into the neutral zone. Picked up by the Romans, but Paul and Murphy were giving chase. McGregor now has the puck. Get tied up. Murphy now banks it off the boards. And that's going to be icing. Face off won by Perth. Here comes Hall. Hall's going in there, takes a shot, off the blocker. Into the corner. Back to Novak, I believe. No, sorry, Pundick. sends it back, but there's Hall. McGregor picks it up. Oh, you can't keep it in. But the Romans do. And now McGregor and Pundick are going in there. McGregor still getting it, dumps it in into the corner, but Hall's right there. Perth goes for a line change with some fresh legs. Jackson's working hard to keep it in. Romans pass it around. Puck goes in. Novak has the puck, flips it up to Mahon. Now Kirk sends it around corner. Hall has it. But puck comes loose, turns over to the Romans. Now Kirk goes back in. And Mahon. And brought out. Oh, there's Hall. Kind of turns around there, but picked up. Mahon's out. Trying to do something with it, but they can't. Wall now out front. Can't do anything with it. Turns it over to the Romans. Flicks it up, but kept in. Mahon shoots it. Romans are having some struggles here getting it out. Now they do. So they turn it over and picked up by Wall. Wall flicks it up. Puck comes out. There's Mahal. Mahal shoots. Goes wide, but Mannion's right there. Now the Romans bring it in. And hooking is the call. So I believe Law is going to the penalty box. Yep, 2 minutes for hooking. .8:16 left in the second period. 2-1 Perth. Perth's trying to keep their lead. Face off, puck goes down. Perth able to clear it. Secondly there, kind of giving chase. Romans, puck gets stopped at the line. They take a shot. McGregor's going in there. Some hard hitting. Puck comes out. So they try to center it. Here's Mannion. Gets the puck, tees it up, and I think it deflected off of a Roman player's stick, so it kind of went high. We're just trying to keep Mannion now doing some dangles, takes a shot off of the kid. Shot up. Romans having trouble keeping it out. So there's a minute left in the penalty to Waugh, and Romans are having trouble getting things started. But one thing I know about some of these kids, the game can turn quickly. In the neutral zone, Romans dump it down. Kirk goes in. Kirk puts it up. Retrieved by Vanderbile, who's able to dump it down into the Romans' end. Christie's in there. Here comes the Romans, bringing it out. Romans flicks it up to the player on the blue line. He gets close, shoots it high and wide. Puck goes around. Big hit there. Christie flicks it up. Vanderbile going in. Can he? Oh! He's not able to. There's some hard hitting going on here. Puck comes out. Back to even strength. Christie's getting involved. There's some emotion happening on the ice right now, as you say. 6 minutes left. Romans try centering it. Up to Law. Law now. Over to McIver. McIver shoots. Oh, just wide. Romans now. Icing waved off. Battle now. Romans tries centering it. Oh, out in front. Oh, they try to shoot it wide, but it goes wide. Matthews now has it. He gets taken off the puck. Uh-oh. Romans now. 3-on-2. Back checks. And gloved by Alex. So 5:15 left in the second period. Face off, won by Perth. Into the corner. A couple of Romans players there. Jackson goes in and Pundit goes in. Puck gets out. But interrupted by the Roman player. Tries to pass it through. Here it is. There's Hall. Hall over to Hall. Shoots it in! Yeah! Owen Hall gets it on his skate, or gets it on his stick, and I think that was Murphy who got the assist there. But regardless, some good passing going on. So it's 3-1 Perth. 4:51 left in the second period. Face off. Won by, I guess retrieved by Osgoode. Perth goes in there. Novak. Kirk has it. Ooh. The Romans coach wanted something there, but that kid was losing the skate before our kid touched him. There, Owen Hall going back in. Murphy now is able to do something with it. Passes it back. Owen Hall. Puck comes out. Kirk over to Novak. Passes it up. Puck goes in. Mahal there is giving chase. Now it's Waugh. Puck is back to Mannion. Mannion passes it back to Waugh. Waugh passes it to the Roman guy sitting in the crease and turns it over there. They're first able to keep it in. Mahal now. Romans bring it out. Mahal there tying him up. Intercepted there. First able to clear it. There, high pass, 1-on-3, and Mahal didn't have a chance there. But Mannion now is getting Romans do a high pass through in the middle. Not able to do anything with it. 3 minutes left of the second period. First is looking just to kind of get it out of the zone, so Romans have to clear. Romans dump it in. Picked up. Lost the puck there. Quickly picked up by a Roman player who sends it through the legs of Alex. So it's 3-2 Wings. .245 left in the second period. Face-off won by Romans. They bring it back. Their Steckley there almost got a stick on it. Kirk dumps it back in. Takes a shot. Steckley does. Christie's going in there now. Vanderbile as well. You have McGregor at the point. Romans now bringing it out. Through. Roman player loses off the stick. Penalty coming to Perth. Head contact. So number 28, Vanderbilt is going to go to the box for 2 minutes, I would assume. Yeah, 2 minutes. So first, he's gonna have to kill this power play. Face off won by the Romans. Back to their defenseman. And here comes Jackson again. Oh, gets this slashing penalty, I think, is coming to the Romans. Yes. Slashing. So not even 10 seconds into the penalty. The power play for the Romans, and they draw themselves the penalty. That's on number 4. I believe that's Jack McGlade for the Romans. So it'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 1:43. Can Perth do something with this? Puck won by Perth. Dumps it in. Jackson is trying to go for it, but gets tied up. McIver there setting up, or Romans are kind of playing, shooting it behind. Hard hit there on the Perth player. Takes a shot. Here comes McIver. McIver's bringing it. Oh. He got taken down. They clear it. Pass it. So it kind of floats its way into the goalie's glove. 55 seconds left in the second period. 46 seconds left in the penalty to Vanderbilt. 1:03 left in the penalty to the Romans. Face-off won by Perth. Mannion gets taken down. The linesman's just sitting there, Chase Matthews. And there's a penalty coming to somebody for hooking. And that would be the Romans. So, number 13 for the Romans goes. So now it's going to be 4-on-3 for 39 seconds. If I understand correctly, face-off won by Perth. Flashes over. Flashes it wide. Matthews goes in there. Dowdle over to Ryu. Ryu sets up. Back to Dowdle. Takes a shot. And the goalie had a clear sight line of that. So 29 seconds left in the second period. 3-2 Perth. Face-off won by Perth. Turns over. Mannion. Some Romans parents do not like that the kid was taken down, or fell down. 12 seconds left in the period. Over to Mannion. 6 seconds. Can Mannion do something in the late stages of this game? Shoots it, but deflected off the period, and that will be the end of that. So, after 2 periods, it's 3-2 Perth. Going into the third period, Perth will start will be started on the power play, 5-on-3 for 8 seconds. 18 minutes on the clock as we start the third period. Looks like Hall, Christie, and Murphy are going to be our forwards. Pundick and McGregor are going to be our D. Again, Romans will start with 3 guys on the ice for 8 seconds. Face off, won by Perth. Christie passes it back to McGregor. McGregor shoots it over to Hall. Hall's now bringing it in. Looking for somebody, Christie now. Overskates the puck. That comes back to Hall. Gets tied up, he tries to take a shot. And the first penalty is over, so 51 seconds left in the second penalty. Oh, 24, Murphy hits the post. Pundick now has it. Tries to shovel it forward, but recovered by the Romans. Hall goes in there. McGregor now sets it up. He can't do anything with it. He gets, and 25 seconds left in the penalty. Here comes the Romans bringing it in. Puck gets kind of taken away from them, but he's not really trying, I suppose. Christie passes it up to Hall. Hall's trying to get around. He still has the puck, shoots, and goes wide. Now Mahal's in there, and Jackson's in there. They got penalties over now, back to even strength. Romans. Jackson now has it. He's trying to get that puck through the players, he sure will. Romans now bring it out. Tries to center it, and puck taken away. Perf's clinging to a 1-goal lead here. Can they make it 2? Out front. Mahone gets it. Mahone's trying to skate around. Mahone, Jackson setting up out front. Mahone back to Kirk. Kirk tries to dump it in, but there's no one there. So now Jackson kind of takes the skate in. Puck comes loose. Brought out by the Romans and kicks. That's a bounce on ours. Cross-ice pass there, picked up by the Romans. Able to bump it down. Going for a line change. Seckley and Ryu are the only ones on the ice. But Randy now giving chase. He's always one that can be counted on to get in there. Can Dowell keep it in? Dowell can't keep it in. But Ryu is going back. Puck. Ryu is able to get back there very quickly. Dowdle now is trying to put some pressure on. Steckley now picks it up. Steckley kind of flutters it towards Vanderbilt. Nope. Yeah, Vanderbilt. Turns around. Vanderbilt gets the puck. He brings it in. He lifts his stick to avoid the hit. Pass it over to Pundick. Pundick now. McIver trying to do something with it. Shoot the darn puck. And he did. And right into the glove of the Romans goalie. So 14-20 left in this third period. Matthews, Christie, and McIver are forwards. Puck gets shot to the center by McIver, but intercepted by the Romans. Brought in, but that is way offside, so the Romans are going to have to clear. It's picked up by the over to McIver. McIver shoots it. I think he's trying to shoot for Matthews, but is able to ice it. Again. Well, we shoot it right to the other team. McGregor now flicks it up to Matthews. Matthews able to just get it out. So McIver's putting pressure on. But catches Perth on a line change. Christie goes around the ref. There's Novak there in the corner with Christie and Murphy. Passes up, trying to go for Murphy, but couldn't. Got intercepted. 13 minutes left in the game. Perth trying to clear it. There's Kirk. Passes it back to Novak. Novak goes around. Novak flicks it up to Jackson. Jackson still takes a shot over to Murphy, but couldn't connect. The theory was right, and the execution was almost right on. Romans bring it back into our end. Flicks it up. Comes out. That was Matthews. Wall. Wall picks it up. But Perth's on the line change, so it's only Wall. There's Mahone going in there. Mahone gets it, but he gets knocked over. Mannion now, and not able to keep it in. So 11:45 left in the third. Romans looking to tie it, but Ryu going in there in the corner, flicks it around to Vanderbile. Vanderbile kind of passes it up to Mannion, but got intercepted. Now the Romans bring it in, and they get taken down. All right, someone has to play the puck. Flicks it up. 11-12. Mahal has it. Mahal goes around. Vanderbile goes to the net. Oh, big rebound, but Vanderbile overskated it. Being brought back now by the Romans. Into our end. Does a drop pass, but can't connect. 10:45 left in the game. McGregor now has it. Oh, sorry, Christie had it. He passed it up to the Romans kid. McGregor gives a big hit, but he goes down. Puck is still there. McGregor flicks it up. Oh, Vanderbile shoots it high and wide. But kept in by Pundick, who sends it deep. Vanderbile now has it. Vanderbile's going in. Got Seckley there as well. Tries up. Oh! So 10:03 left in the third period, and some serious pressure being put on there by Perth. So Jackson, McIver, and Matthews are forwards right now. Jackson's going in there. Kirk's able to keep it in. He dumps it back in, but no, Sully comes out. But picked up. Jackson has it. So Jackson's turning around, trying to go around the player. Matthews up front. Oh! Matthews almost had a stick on it. Otherwise, it was a wide open net. Jackson. Shoot. Over to McIver. McIver tries to dangle around. Shoots it up front. They can't. Jackson now has it. He tries to shoot through some players, but can't. Novak keeps it in. Matthews goes in there. Jackson's going off. McIver's behind the net. Shoots it out front. Actually, he tries to. Sorry, it was on the top of the net. Matthews now. I think he looks gassed. And puck kind of comes out, and Here. Rebound. And not able to get it. So again, more serious pressure put on by Perth. 8:50 left in the third period. Murphy, Mannion. Perth wins it back to Dowdle. Oh, I think that is. Hall's trying to do something with it, but he can't. Puck comes loose. Someone has to get to the net. Murphy now scoring, chase the puck, banks it off. Ryu now has it. Ryu waits too long, manages to get over to Murphy, but is able to keep it in. There's Ryu and 3 Romans. I don't think they're getting it through there. Mannion. Romans dump it in, picked up by Dowdle, banks it off to Murphy. Puck comes loose, waved off. Owen Hall tries shooting it, but he's fending off a Roman player there. Picked up by Pundit. Pundit dumps it back, passes it back, sorry. But off of the Romans player's skate and can't get it out. So the Romans player goes around, tries to center it, but picked up by Mannion. Mannion off of the glass, but still able to get through. Mannion has the puck poked away by number 7, Anderson. Puck picked up by the Romans. They tried doing a long pass through the neutral zone, but the player couldn't handle it. Now brought back by McGregor over to Mahone. Banks it off of Waugh, gets it now. Waugh tries to flip it up, but turns it over. But the players bringing it back. First on the line change. A couple of new defensemen. Mahone now going in. Can he shoot it? Our defense are slow getting to the point. There's Christie now. Romans trying to. And there's. I didn't see what happened there. I was watching the player. .6:28 left in the game. Face off, run by the Romans, but kept in by Perth. Vanderbilt looked for somebody over to Steckley, but Steckley's stick was high up in the air. It looked like. Vanderbilt once again. Gets the puck, he's bringing it in, passes it back. Oh, Steckley was facing the wrong direction. Some of the Romans players' parents aren't liking what's going on here, but Romans bring it out. Oh, flicks. Oh, back. High. So Perth on a change. Romans now bring it in. Ryu has it. Ryu pass up to Steckley. Steckley dumps it. Clears it out of the zone anyways. Steckley now has it. Looking back to Ryu. Ryu passes. Ryu gets hauled down. Matthews, back to Ryu, tries to pick up to McIver. McIver now. McIver has it, dumps it down. Chase Matthews started to skate, but wasn't. So now turned over to the Romans. 4:43 left in the third period. The Romans looking to tie it up. Puck comes loose and Perth is going to get a penalty. Boarding, I believe. So at 4:32, 34 McIver is getting a penalty. Not a good time to get that penalty, for sure. Face off, won by Perth. Perth just tries to dump it down, but off the skates. Christie off the Christie's skates. All Perth has to do is just dump the puck, which involves not shooting it towards a player. Romans are trying to bring it in. Oh, almost there. Christie now has it. Does a blind pass to his back and right to the other team. Not something we need to be doing. McGregor tries to go for it. Hall shoots it down into the other end. Perth goes for a line change. A minute left in the penalty to McIver. First tying him up. And now the Romans come out into our end. It's tied up there by Novak. But yet the puck gets retrieved by the Romans. Romans looking, setting up to Murphy with a late little chip. 30 seconds left in the penalty to McIver. So far, Coach doing a good job of getting it back. Oh, Murphy now. Again. Romans doing that long cross-ice neutral zone pass. Mannion. 7 seconds left of the penalty. Mannion gets it out. One more chance for the Romans. And nope. 2:25 left in the game. Stop. Romans are pressuring. Had the puck behind the net. Wall has it. Wall tries to bank it off, but not out of the end. This time he'll do it, though, I think. No. Jackson picks it up. Jackson trying to go in front of the goalie. So a minute 58 left in the third period. 3-2 Perth. Desperately trying to hold on here. Face off. Won by Perth. But recovered by Romans. Intercepted. Here's Jackson. Jackson's bringing it out. Oh, Mahal just out of reach. 1:41 left in the game. Mahal's in there. Pundit gets it. Pundit, can you have some insurance? Pundit now up front. Shoots. Scores! Pundit to Jackson and puts it in the back of the net. 4-2 for Perth. With a minute 24 left in the game. I always say when you pass, you have a much better chance of scoring than if you try to take it yourself with 4 players around you. Face off. One by Perth, retrieved by Perth. There it is, the minute 17. Puck left at the blue line. Romans have to clear. Wes Thomas for the Romans, bring it in. Banks off the goalie. Into the corner. So less than a minute left. The Romans still have their goalie in there. Can they do something with it? Oh! Squares it up. Perth lightly passes it out, so now Romans have to clear the zone. 40 seconds left in the game. 4-2. Vanderbilt comes in. Gets a stick lifted from them. And Romans will stop the clock with 29.6 seconds left in the game. Number 34 just gives a little pop of the head to the goalie. They're good friends. One of them's going to have bragging rights tomorrow. Face off won by the Romans. Seconds left in the game. Puck gets clear to Ryu. Ryu dumps it in. 8, 7, 6. They're making some noise. And with that, 4-2 win. I'll ignore the body check from behind there on 34. 4-2 win for Perth Lanark over the Richmond Romans. Osgoode Richmond Romans. So the first game against each other, the Romans won 3-0. This game was 4-2. So both teams played exceptionally hard. Anyway, that's our game from tonight. Thank you for watching. I'll post the high definition version of this game later on tonight. So thank you for watching the victory, and